We're going to walk you through how to use the Agloco Viewbar, how to run it, how to change the different options, how to move it around on the screen, and obviously exactly how it works. So once you've downloaded and installed the Viewbar, the login window appears. You simply log in. Once the Viewbar is started, it defaults to starting and showing up on the bottom of your screen. Now the interesting thing about this is you can see here that even though I'm in a browser window and I can move around on the web, I can also open an Excel spreadsheet or anything I want, and the Viewbar just stays down here at the bottom. Now notice this is the ad space. Currently an ad's not showing at the moment. Here there's a search bar area, and you can click to search or just hit your enter key. Then you have various tools, and then you have a down arrow. Now if you click the down arrow, it's just going to remove the Viewbar from your screen. Now look in your, over here on the right, and you can see one of the items here is the Viewbar. It's the little green circle. You double click it, and then it's going to pop back up. Now here it is. Now to touch the different options and be able to change them, go to over here to the left, and you'll see this little green light. It's either green or red. If it's green, it means it's calculating and taking your hours are being accumulated. If it's red, then they're not. Typically, if you go away from your computer, then it's going to turn red because there's no movement on your computer, and therefore you're not watching it. There's no real value there to advertisers or anyone. So if you need to right-click, you'll see many different things. There's language choices, Chinese or English. Skin choice, just change the colors. You can change from blue. Blue sometimes looks a little more like the Windows XP or whatever Windows system you may be using. Green, there's a purple and a red. I'll just leave it on blue. Then you can dock it top or bottom, default it to bottom. Click it once, and now if you see at the very top of the screen, it's now docked at the top of the screen. I'm going to go ahead and move it to the bottom. That's where I prefer to have it. Now it's down here at the bottom of the screen. If you right click, you can go to the Agloco website, or you can go into options, or your account, your Agloco account that is. If you just go into options here, now you can see these are all the same options that we just had when we right clicked it. Although here what you can say is you can turn it off so it doesn't automatically run the Viewbar when you log in. I suggest you just leave that on. You can choose your default search engine, whichever search engine you happen to like the most, to show up in the bar down here. Then, and you suggested, and it stays, the auto update settings. So it says download and install automatically. The Viewbar has just launched recently, and they will always have updates to it. So you're always going to want to leave that to download and install automatically. At least that's recommended. Otherwise, every now and then you have to come in, you have to click check for updates. It's going to go out to the web. It's going to make sure that there aren't any new updates, and it's going to tell you everything's fine, or you need to update something new. You can see here you can also go to display. You can choose the language type, the skin type, the dock type, just like you could under regular options. Then there's a network setting which you shouldn't have to change. However, so the only difference here, if you right-click, is that you're going to be able to say, I want to either automatically run the Viewbar when I log into Windows or not. Suggested you just leave it running, that we can log in every time. Go ahead and cancel. And now that's how you run the Viewbar. It's really that simple. You want to leave it on so you're always accumulating hours. And you just move it to the top or the bottom, wherever you prefer, and it really won't get in the way. It's a great thing. You see ads that pop up that are interesting every now and then, and you're able to just search real quick. It's a nice little toolbar, and it's really simple to use.